into the final of the 1979 World Amateur Championships here in Melbourne, Australia, where we have been witnessing squash history in the making as 15-year-old Jahangir Khan, an unknown, unseeded wildcard from Pakistan, has sensationally reached the final and is up against the formidable talent of Britain's best, Phil Kenyon. He sneaked into the tournament because of a Nigerian no-show, and his first round match against Lars Cavant of Sweden saw him win from an impossible position of love 2 and 2-7 down in the third. He took out the tournament's favourite, Britain's #1 Johnny Leslie, and yesterday, in the semis, destroyed the hopes of Australia's #1 Frank Donnelly. We're in for a fascinating duel tonight, and we join the match in the first game where Phil Kenyon is leading 1-love. Well, the question on everybody's lips tonight is, can this youngster from Pakistan, the son of Jahangir Khan, win this world crown and turn the squash world on its head? We will see, but he's up against very muscular, very athletic Phil Kenyon of Great Britain.
Down, hand out. But one.
Well, at this stage, Phil Kenyon is content just to battle it up and down the side walls and keep the rallies going, just to see what this young man is made of. And Jahangir Khan, just about 9 stone wet through, looking very slim in comparison to the powerful looking figure of Phil Kenyon. Jahangir, part of the Pakistan Colt team, brought along by Noor Khan, chairman of PIA, more or less just for the ride, just to see how the other players go. Wasn't picked for the team. The championships of which are being held starting tomorrow in Melbourne. But Jahangir won't be in it. I'm just wondering whether some rule can be changed to get him into that team, because he would make a great difference to them. But as he's not expected to win tonight, it's a big question mark. But with Jahangir, are we seeing the embers of a great fire that's going to burn across the squash world in the next few years? Phil Kenyon, self-effacing food technologist from Great Britain, extremely fit, and certainly Jahangir will not have met anybody of this calibre before. I'm sure Jahangir's father Roshan will be in Pakistan, desperately waiting for some news on BBC World Service. Roshan's other son, Torsam Khan, truly great player, who's destined to coach Jahangir regardless of this result.
Hand out. 3-2.
Yes, left.
Yes, left. 3-2. Right box. Down. 4-2. Down, 5-2. Down, 6-2.
But at 6-2 up, Phil Kenyon is looking cool, calm and collected. Don't think he's got any intention of not winning this crown tonight. I don't think Jahangir will worry too much if he loses the first game, because this is where he's going to learn a lot about Phil Kenyon. And you almost feel as if Jahangir's got about another 4 or 5 gears yet.
Yes, left.
Yes, left. 8-2. Left box. Down, hand out. 2-8. Down, hand out. 8-2. Game ball.
Delightful touch.
Down, hand out. 8-2.
Yes, left.
Yes, left. 8-2. Right box. Down, again, Kenyon, 9-2.
Well, Phil Kenyon driving Jahangir off the court in that game, 9-2. And we pick it up in the second game at 1-all. Well, Phil Kenyon being very workmanlike in that first game and showed Jahangir no mercy. Jahangir a bit more relaxed in this game. His coach Umar Daraz and Vice Marshal Chenghezi by his side. I'm sure they will be encouraging him even though he lost the first game. The potential is there to get back into this with Phil Kenyon.
Yes, left.
Yes, left. 1. Down, hand out, one more. Not up.
And you can see in the second game, Jahangir's really cutting out those basic errors he made in the first game. But he's steadied his game up now. And for a 15-year-old to have such power with a flick of the wrist is quite amazing. We really are getting a glimpse of a great player of the future, there's no doubt about that. And Phil Kenyon being forced to play it tighter and tighter.
Down.
And that could be where the errors are going to come from Phil Kenyon.
Hand out, block two.
Well, it's Jahangir's turn to take the lead. And at 2-love, he's looking
Down,
pretty good.
hand out, 2-love.
Well, Jahangir Khan's neuromuscular system is developed far beyond that of his 15 years, because something instinctive in his family history knows what sports science has been saying for many years, namely that 1, you need some sort of talent to begin with, 2, you need a great coach, 3, you need to practice endlessly and ferociously and sacrifice any normal life for it. 4, you need a great motivation to inspire you to reach the top. Jahangir had this knowledge from the age he could walk and talk. It was in his DNA. So his destiny is sealed, and all the professional players had better watch out, because a new great champion is emerging. His first step in that direction is taking the title tonight. We'll see, but I'm sure Phil Kenyon has other ideas. Well, neither player wanted to risk anything at the front of the court at the moment. Virtually no drop shots, no reverse angles, no deception. Phil Kenyon pretty sure he's got to win this at the back of the court because he's putting in some ferocious power shots to the back. Jahangir at this stage just wants to stay with him. You'll notice that both players have great technical knowledge on the tee. Their bodies are square onto the front wall, but they're building up torque to unleash the coil spring in any direction.
Hand out, 3-4.
And Phil Kenyon fighting every inch of the way. He's no intention of losing tonight. And Jahangir puts it in the tin. It's a bad mistake. Phil Kenyon had a chance for a drop shot there, but he decided to put it to the back. Shows a lack of confidence at the moment in his play.
Down, hand out, 5-3.
Jahangir Khan inching ahead.
Down, 6-3. Foot fault.
And Phil Kenyon deciding to take that foot fault, which you can.
Down, 7-3.
And suddenly Jahangir racing away. And the battle for the backcourt is being won by Jahangir Khan at the moment. And Phil Kenyon had another chance for putting the ball at the front of the court and whipped it to the back just onto Jahangir's racket.
Down, hand out, 3-7.
What can Phil Kenyon do now? And Jahangir tries a drop shot for the front.
Hand out,
Straight into the nick. Phil Kenyon, no chance. A cracking drive from Jahangir. Gives him game ball.
Yes, left.
Yes, left, 8-3. Left box.
Stroke.
And that is it for Jahangir Khan. Takes it 9-3. And into the third game, and Phil Kenyon makes a positive start. Takes the first point. Both players having great chances to play drop shots at the front of the court, both declining them. Shows us a great amount of tension in this game tonight. Neither player wanting to make a mistake. So Phil Kenyon makes the first one.
Yes, let.
Yes, let. 1 all. Left box.
Well, it has to be said that it's a miracle that Jahangir Khan is playing squash at all, let alone contesting the final of the World Amateur Championships. Born with a couple of strangulated hernias, had 2 major operations and was told never to play any sport at all. But Jahangir had other ideas, that's for sure. And he made a mistake there.
1 all.
And forced error at the front.
Down, hand out, 1 all.
And the game being played at a ferocious pace. It's almost continuous power shots to the back of the court. One wonders how long they can keep this up. And who's going to make the first mistake? Cracking overhead from Jahangir.
Yes, let.
Yes, let. 1 all. Right box.
Well, this third game is really crucial for Phil Kenyon because he doesn't want Jahangir to run away with this one.
Out. 2-1. Down. 3-1.
And Phil Kenyon under great pressure. One just wonders whether he's tiring a little here. Shots are not quite as sharp. But Jahangir continues to pound him. It's like running in front of a train, and this train isn't going to stop until it gets to its destination. Well, there's an old adage in squash or any sport: if you're losing, you've got to change your game, and if you're winning, you keep the same game. I'm not quite sure whether Phil Kenyon thinks he's losing at the moment, but he's really playing into Jahangir's hands at the moment. That's too good for Phil Kenyon. These players make reaching the ball anywhere on the court look easy, but it's far from that. It takes many years of training and practice to acquire such pro perception abilities.
5-1.
These athletes know where the ball is going to end up before their opponent has played it. So they're on the way to it a split second in advance. This way, squash at the highest level is more like a game of physical chess, and checkmate is their goal. I think Phil Kenyon would be well advised to mix it up with Jahangir. This continual putting the ball to the back of the court is something Jahangir is absolutely loving.
Down, hand out.
This is where players like Kamal Zaman, with his wizardry at the front of the court, would kill both of these players off.
Down.
To the right.
Cut up. 3-6.
I have never seen a 15-year-old player crack the ball with such ferocity and precision like the young Jahangir. He snaps his wrist to crack the ball like a karate king, and his movement around the court is as beautiful as a ballet dancer. And Phil Kenyon at the moment must be wondering what he's got to do to get back on terms with Jahangir. Maybe he's got to take some ballet dancing lessons.
Down, hand out, 6-30. Down, 7-3.
You might think a 15-year-old could not possibly have the years of training behind him to reach the final of a World Championship, but you'd be wrong. Although he was under strict instructions not to play any sport, by the age of 7, he waited for the time his father Roshan slept on an old string bed outside the shantytown hut, and he rode to the Navy Fleet Club on his rickety old bike. There, he practiced for hours against the outside walls of the club in 50 degrees of heat.
Down, 9-4. Double. Thank you. Hand out.
All the best Pakistani pros have been practicing with Jahangir, including Tawsum and Ramat Khan, Hidi Jahan and Mo Yassin. They've all told him how good he is, but Jahangir has his feet firmly planted on the ground, and he knows the mountain he's got to climb if he wants to turn pro.
Yes, left.
Yes, left. Love all. Hang out. Shot was right. Shot was right. Referee says the shot was right. Out.
Tie.
Hang out. Love all. Down, one left.
Beautiful drop shot from Jahangir. Now the front court shots are coming into play.
One left.
I'm pretty sure he feels he's tired Phil Kenyon out now. He can start having some fun with his shots at the front.
Yes, left.
Yes, left.
Well, we're getting to the lead situations now. Shows tiredness is definitely creeping in. Sweeping cross court from Jahangir.
Yes, left.
And another
Yes,
let.
left. One left.
Phil Kenyon too tired to get out of the way, and Jahangir couldn't make it. Poor drop shot from the back from Phil Kenyon. Didn't open the face of his racket up, didn't press it down. Easy for Jahangir to pick up. Phil Kenyon is a fighter,
Yes, left. One left.
and he'll fight to the bitter end, there's no doubt about that.
Yes, left.
Yes, left. One left. Yes, left. One left. Right box.
And Phil Kenyon laying on an easy drop shot for Jahangir to pick up. Trying him out with a boast. But Jahangir finding it all too easy.
Yes, left.
Yes, left. One left.
Yes, left.
Yes, left. One left. Down. Two left.
Well, definitely tired old looking shots from Phil Kenyon.
Down. And out. Down and out. Two left.
A lot of unforced errors creeping into the game from both players. But it's Jahangir who's got the 2-love lead. But it's Jahangir that's got the 2-love lead.
Yes, left. Love two.
And Jahangir's looking a bit frustrated with all these lets. That's an awesome boast from the back of the court, cross court to the other side of the back of the court. Oh, that's rubbish. Kenyon slowing it up with a lob to the back of the court.
Down.
But
And out.
Jahangir has the last shot. Tremendous cross court, deep. And that was a nice drop shot from the back.
Two left.
Well, Phil Kenyon full of unforced errors. Not going to win a match like that.
Stroke to Khan. 5 love.
And Jahangir seems to be racing away with it at the moment. 6 love. Looks unstoppable.
Down, and out. Love 6.
What's Kenyon going to do now? Jahangir, cheeky reverse angle from behind Phil Kenyon. Oozing confidence.
Yes, left.
Yes, left. Love 6.
And Jahangir was looking for a stroke there. A lot of referees would have given that. I think they want to make a game of this one as much as they can.
Yes, left.
Yes, left. Love 6. Right box.
Yes, left.
Yes, left. Love 6. Down. 1-6.
And the young Khan playing it very steadily up and down the walls. Just doesn't want to make any mistakes.
Good catch there. There. Very good.
No left. 2-6. Right box. Down. And out. 6-2.
Yes, left.
Yes, left. 2-6.
And Phil Kenyon very slow to get out of the way there.
Yes, left.
Yes, left. 2-6. And out.
Yes, left.
Yes, left. 6-2.
And this time Kenyon makes it with a very precise drop shot into the nick. He needs a lot more of those. Well, Kenyon's got nothing to lose, so he really should go for his shots now. Just battling it up and down the side walls where Jahangir is not doing him any good at all. This young Khan has tremendous patience and maturity, it must be said.
Right box.
Far beyond his years. And he's going to get a stroke for that.
Down, head out, 3-6.
That's a lovely drop shot from the back from Kenyon. Trying one to the front.
Not up.
And makes it. Just trying to move Jahangir about now. Sort of a last stand from Phil Kenyon.
Yes, left.
Yes, left. 4-6. Left box.
Jahangir just playing for a good length. He's waiting for Kenyon to make the mistakes.
Stroke to Kenyon.
And Kenyon clawing his way back. And I think Jahangir is hitting it harder at the end of the match than he was at the beginning. So his fitness is not in doubt at all. Now, Kenyon had a chance for the drop shot, didn't take it. Not confident with his front court work.
Down.
Beautiful pickup from Khan.
Yes, left.
Yes, left. 6-5. Right box. Down.
So that was a great cross-court length from Jahangir Khan.
Down. And out. Yes, left. 7-5.
Oh, what a pity. And that mistake from Phil Kenyon gives Jahangir Khan match ball. And Jahangir Khan becomes the youngest world squash champion in history and the youngest world champion of any sport. And sharing the moment in sporting history with him is his coach, Umar Daraz, and Air Vice Marshal Changezi, as the next incredible chapter in the squash Khan dynasty is written. And if Jahangir turns pro anytime in the next 12 months, we look forward to seeing him do battles with all the great players and maybe even take on the world champion Geoff Hunt.